Oh, one more chicken nugget.
Chicken
Look, it's Fraser.
It's kind of dark. I must have rode here. Okay, we are in Boston, and today we're going to tour. This, I don't know what it is, but we're walking over to the Prudential Center and go on the duck tours and check everything out. So, but this is a nice little area here. What is this place? We're going into the Boston Library. Okay.
Yeah, well, then what do you look at me like I'm crazy for? Are you from Merry Old England? Scotland. There isn't quite a difference, but when there was a huge difference. We'll talk about Scotland later, but when I say I want a round of applause, I don't care. Fenway Fanny, and this is how we're going to get around town today. Now, does anybody recognize me from before today? Anybody at all? Anyone ever watch ESPN at 3 o'clock in the morning on Wednesdays?
No.
Do you? You look like that kind of guy. Because after Bass Fishing in America, they usually run those classic bowling episodes from 20, 30 years ago, the ones in black and white. Now do you recognize me?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm the three-time grand champion of the United States Coast Guard bowling team. Can I have a big round of applause? Thank you very much. All right. I deserve it, believe me. Now, we're going to take off, but before we do, let me just tell you quickly that this tour has a theme. And the theme of this tour is freedom, first, and fun. And one of the ways we're going to have fun is because of an interesting phenomenon that only occurs in the city. It doesn't happen in Edinburgh or Glasgow or anyplace else. Beginning of the year 1859, for 40 years, 24 hours a day, 6 times of that, and everything in the Back Bay of Boston that was built in the 19th century is all sitting on a minimum of 999 street runs. It came from right over here at Shreveport and Low. If you know tennis, you know the Davis Cup. It was produced right over here. It's produced up on the second floor every single year. Shreveport and Low, you want to buy me a nice birthday present? It's the most traditional thing that you can do, not just in Boston, but in America. So if you want to do something interesting as well, spend $2, take a Swambo ride. Now, because Boston is on all this gravel, we are considered to be the most changed city in New England and its followers. That's when they first set down their tippy-tappy toes. 150 years later, their descendants had a brand new idea to start a new country. Anybody know what they call that country? Hold on a second. I'm giving my tour here for crying out loud. Everybody say for crying out loud. 1995, C.M. Adams and Paul Revere, they laid the cornerstone for our State House. America's first architect, a man by the name of Bullfinch, he designed the main building. And when we get on the water, I'll tell you about this beautiful mural that's painted here. Up top that dome was copper sheet by Paul Revere, later on gilded with 13 pounds of 24-karat Italian gold. That is the oldest working State House in the United States of America. Now, unfortunately, folks, I do not have a good woman in my life. Everybody say, "Aww." So the only woman that I truly love right now is the statue of a woman. Her name is Mary Dyer, and she's located right over here on the left-hand side. And it doesn't say she's a Quaker, so don't get funny. It says she's a Quaker. And I want everybody on board this duck to say, "Thank you very much, Mary Dyer."
Thank you very much, Mary Dyer.
Excellent job. You know you just thanked her for? First Amendment to the United States Constitution. It's because of her terrible tragedy. See, Mary Dyer lived, then I'm going to give you guys the price of your ticket. I mean, after all, value is everything, right? But what I do want to talk about is a plaque that's on front of that building. It refers to a famous Scotsman by the name of Alexander Graham Bell. That's where he had his workshop in 1875. So when Alexander Graham Bell was working on a hearing aid to aid the deaf, he accidentally stumbled across the mechanism that when he put it together became the one. Do you have any idea? The take church. This is where you went to vote in 1960. That's the year John Kennedy became president. Since he lived in this neighborhood, that's where John Kennedy and his girlfriend Jacqueline went to vote that year. Now, is there a fan of any other basketball team on board this duck? On the fourth floor is the office of the greatest basketball genius that ever lived, a guy by the name of who? Anybody know? No, Larry Bird. No, he was a basketball player. Great, you know, not really a genius so much. Red Auerbach, that's what I'm talking about. Right? You know how you can tell when Red Auerbach is in his office? Windows up there on the fourth floor is open. You see cigar smoke coming out of the window. That's how you know it's Red Auerbach's office. But anyway, this is where, you know, fans of, excuse me, the Lakers and the Bulls get a little bit upset because I just read in Sports Illustrated, maybe you guys read the same thing, that even though the Boston Celtics have done doodly squat, can you say doodly squat? They've done nothing really, you know, for the past 12 years. That even though they've done nothing for 12 years, that overall, during the regular season, they are still considered to be the most winningest sports franchise in all of American history. Is everybody okay with that? Another construction project we got going on here called the Big Dig. And you little kids, this ramp that's over here on the right-hand side, when the circus comes to town, they perform at the Fleet Center. That's what this building is. That ramp was built strictly for the elephants. It's called the Elephant Walk. The thing is, the first 3 times they built it, that cost over $1 billion to do that. But as far as I'm concerned, that is money well spent. Right, young man? All right, give me 5. Good job. All right, there's a building coming up on the left-hand side. It won 5 major design awards. These are 3 grades down the... There you go. All right. Hey, so we have 17 ducks in our duck tour Navy, all made by kids, you know, junior high school kids after famous events or places in Boston. This one's named after Coffin Square. That's where the Trinity Church is. This is Fenway Fanny, named after Fenway Park. All right, who's the captain of, oh, this is Captain Courageous, our famous kid. That's amazing, who's on late man. Let's take a look. Single women on board, any single woman raise your hand. Well, this happens to be the only thing I'm engaged to at the moment. So if you want to make me an offer after the tour, we'll talk, okay? All right, let's get out of here. Everybody say get out of here.
Get out of here!
There you go. You know something? I just feel people might think I'm a little bit crabby today. It's only because I've worked 31 days in a row and about 19 hours a day, and I'm right at the edge. Really, like right at the edge. Right? In fact, last tour, my company psychologist evaluated me, and he said that I'm starting to suffer from the first symptoms of something that they call child's river rage. Have you ever child's river rage? Yeah, I'm starting to get it. When that happens, obviously I can't take medication. what I need to do is just sit over here with a jump seat and relax. So I was just wondering if all the little kids on board with my driver. Would that be okay? You want to take over for a little while, young man? He's the name of the town from Newtown to Cambridge. Now, Harvard is very important in terms of American history because when you're talking about Al Gore, I mean George W. Bush, but even Al Gore, had he been elected, Harvard has produced 8 United States presidents. They've also educated the majority of the people that we call our founding fathers. People like Sam Adams, who organized the American Revolution, and John Hancock, who financed it, all went to school right over here in Cambridge. Now, the year before they built Harvard, those Puritans built a high school that's the oldest in America, still around. It's a public school national park trail that runs through it called the Black Heritage Trail. See, during the American Civil War, that neighborhood was home to the largest free black population in all this country. And when we were coming down Bowdoin Street, and I was telling all about Mary Dyer and John F. Kennedy, we went right by the St. John the Evangelist Church. That's where Harriet Beecher Stowe's father was a minister during the war. Now, Harriet Beecher Stowe, she was white, and she was from Brunswick, Maine, although she was a Red Sox fan. But while living among the largest free black population in this country, she was inspired to write a best-selling book. Anybody remember the name of that book? What was the name of the book? Uncle Tom's Cabin, right? And the reason why that book is so important is because President Abraham Lincoln said that was the book that touched off the American Civil War. That's how powerful it was, and I was inspired after living in that neighborhood. Now, did you guys ever see the movie Glory with Matthew Broderick? That's where fugitive slaves came to, escape persecution, and, bounty slave hunters trying to capture them, bring them back downtown, down south. So that means that the abolitionist movement, the anti-slavery movement, was born right up there in the middle. Anyway, if you're interested in those kind of stories, you meet a U.S. Park Ranger out in front of the State House, in front of that Colonel Robert Bouchard statue. They'll take you all around the Beacon Hill. You can learn everything about it. Young lady, thank you very much. You did a magnificent job. You are a duck to a cabin. We'll wait for a little while for us to walk around the board. I mean, Hewlett and Packard went to school over there. The two guys that started Yahoo Internet Services, both of those guys went to school over there. Whatever they do over there in MIT, whatever they do, really affects the life of everybody on board this stuff. Okay, now this little kid here that's using me as a target, we're going to talk about him in a little while too. He's got a really good deal learning how to sail. Anyway, let me just tell you the kind of clout that MIT has. It really is amazing. See that bridge over there on the right-hand side? That bridge is called the Harvard Bridge. It's also called the MIT Bridge. And that bridge has a unit of measurement on it that no other bridge in the world has. Now, that unit of measurement is not the inch, it's not the foot, it's not the meter or anything like that. It is called the SMOOT, S-M-O-O-T. And it was all a result of an MIT fraternity prank. See, one night about 50 years ago, the fraternity brothers of a guy by the name of Oliver Reed Smoot brought him up to the corner of that bridge over there. And they said to Oliver, we want to take you and use you as the human ruler to measure that bridge. Well, I don't know if Oliver Smoot said yes or no, I really don't. But I know one thing for sure, it was a very long night for him. And of course, Kenmore Square is home to the oldest professional sports stadium in this country. Anybody know the name of that stadium? Take a guess? To say it right though, so say Fenway Park. Doesn't who plays at Fenway Park? Have any idea? Who plays there? Hey, you say the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, but that's not enough. I gotta give you more specific answers to these ticket prices, right? You know who plays there? The 1918 World Series champion Boston Red Sox. Am I correct? The Boston Red Sox are currently in a dry spell. We haven't won a World Series since 1918. Anybody have any idea why? Well, I'll tell you, guys. The Boston has two kinds of problems. If they're political problems, you gotta blame the British, that evil, dreaded American Revolution thing. You got problems with your baseball team, and this is a baseball town. You gotta blame the evil, dreaded, even more evil and dreaded New York Yankees. And in this case, we're gonna blame the Yankees. I'll tell you why. Because in 1918, Boston had a guy on their team by the name of Babe Ruth. His nickname was the Bambino. And because Babe Ruth was such a great athlete, Boston was a great team. I mean, the best. And the guy that owned the Red Sox was also wanted to finance a plane in New York City called No Nanette. And he was $125,000 short of his goal. So the only way that he knew how to raise that kind of money was if he could sell his greatest asset, Babe Ruth, to the evil, dreaded New York Yankees. Now, Babe Ruth didn't want to go. He really did. And he said to the guy that owned the Red Sox, you get rid of me, especially if you get rid of me to the Yankees. I hope you guys don't win a World Series for another 100 years. And guess what? Over the years, we've come closer, though, as the World Series came. But right at the last second, something happens, and we lose. The last time we actually won a World Series was in 1918. That was the last year we had Babe Ruth on our team. That whole thing is known as the curse of the Bambino. And most people from Boston, we really think, for example, that we're going to go to the World Series this year. But we're not going to win. We know we're not going to win. We're probably not going to really win until the year 2018 because we really believe the curse of the Bambino. Am I right in the back, young lady? I absolutely am right. Young lady, thank you very much. Where are you from here? California. I see. Who's coming up here, guys? Please, please, please. They probably have more insurance than me. You know what I mean? But anyway, we got a sailboat coming in. That's all. We got all kinds of excitement. So anyway, on average, about 500,000 people come out chime in harmony whenever the Boston Club Orchestra decides they're going to play that day. And it always ends with a huge version of Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture and famous fireworks display. It's a big deal. The Guinness Book of World Records, they say that the 4th of July party that Boston has is the largest gathering spot for an outdoor classical concert anywhere on the face of this earth. And it's a Stockholm Street, which, by the way, is one of the most beautiful cities on the face of this earth. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. The owner of EF got a present a couple of years ago, and he put there a whole city of interstate highway roads to be built. Some of those roads are 10 lanes wide. And when they're done with that portion of the job, in a couple of years, engineers are going to knock down the entire above-ground highway system that runs through Boston, and in its place, the citizens of Boston will be the recipients of over 150 acres of open public parking and recreation area, including a $75 million 35-acre botanical garden on the roads Kennedy Greenway. Now, at that point, Boston will be here. So thank you very much. And as we're driving around, I'll point out things about the Big Dig, and you realize you are not getting ripped off. You're really not. It's really something. But in the meantime, sent their 4,000 of their most elite troops to squash the revolution right here in Boston where it began. And the first thing those troops wanted to do was capture this hill over here on the left. That way they could see everything that was coming in and out of the city. And there was no way that local rebels, they were called the Sons of Liberty, being that they had such bad, pretty good job with next to nothing, fending off the troops. The steel gets loaded on the ship to Boston Harbor, goes to Japan. The Japanese government put that on. Each tower was X 1 million numbers, a total of 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust. About 2 weeks ago, a Boston police officer was having a cup of coffee at a Dunkin' Donuts about a block from here, and he noticed this odd-looking guy pass a counterfeit $10 bill to the clerk. I don't know how the Boston police do it, but by the end of the day, they were in the guy's apartment with a search warrant. The guy was there with his wife. They found all the bomb-making materials that typically they had. Flying on the unicorn up on this next building, those are symbols of British power even today. Just